James wants to focus on patience
Hmm. Hmm. Boy, boy, that's some sharp words coming from the corner over there.
today.
James, any specific requests that you feel in your body?
Mm, just tired.
Just tired. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Well, let's come into this moment together to just reconnect with the breath. Finding your way to an aligned place in the physical body. Even if there is no alignment in your mental heart relationship or even a sense of you with the world right now, just come into alignment in your neuromuscular skeletal sense of awareness. Ears over shoulders, arms hanging easily by your side, resting perhaps in your lap. Shoulders stacked over ribs, over hips. Can you feel your weight in right and left side for whatever is touching down? Is there a sense of evenness in that burden, that weight bearing responsibility? And then, as the asana, as the shape that you've chosen becomes more restful, more easeful, redirect your attention inward, the pratyahara, and let the breath bring you into deeper connection and communication with the manas, the mind stuff. Notice if there is a thought. Maybe there's more than one thought. Just notice. And then notice if there's an emotion. Notice if you can connect with a sense of truth. So the thought is the head brain, the emotion is the heart brain, and the truth is the belly brain. Can you bring a little alignment into the three mana layers while stacking the skeletal and balancing the muscular? And this opens that gateway to the Vijna Maya Kosha, that sense of the witness from the third eye. And it's from this perspective that I want to invite in our breath practice. As if you are breathing for the universe, as much as the universe is breathing for you. Welcome the breath. Can you feel the ribs expand? Can you feel the shoulder blades glide a little bit out and up on the inhale, and then in and down on the exhale? Just pulsing, expanding, and contracting. As you feel it perhaps in your ribs, in your lungs, around your heart. Can you feel that echoed throughout the universe, the expansion and contraction? We call this energy, this pulsation energy, spanda. I'm going to invite you to exaggerate the expansion first. Exaggerate the abundance, exaggerate that sense of opening. And maybe that has a somatic, a body movement as well. Maybe there's a mental energy. Let yourself expand. Let yourself be big. Let yourself take up space. Now, the head brain might try to lead you into the idea of the opposite of being big or expansive is to be small. Let us rewire that a little bit. I don't want to ask you to be small. I want you to feel condensed. I want you to feel concentrated. Tap into that sense of center. So now, emptying and exhale, you might feel the pelvic floor lift. You might feel the ribs tuck in. You might even feel the shoulder blades draw together. There's still an inhale, but now bringing that attention into the emptying of the breath, the concentration, the compression to your core center. No bearing down from all directions, a compacting to center. You might even like to use your hands. You might feel energy between them, and as if you could compress them into a ball. Now, if you have a sense of that sensation in your hands, let's come back to the expansion. You might rub the hands, get a little more sensory awareness into your hands, or you might just rest your hands on your body and come back to that sense of expansion. It's almost as if you can feel the tendrils of energy pulling open as you expand the hands away from you or away from each other. Almost like stretching taffy. Expand and compress. Be big, be potent. Okay, you can linger with this energy of movement or come back into just some slight pauses. We're going to start with the pause in the fullness. So as you retain the breath, you might lock the throat bandha, not necessary, just to linger in that hold, right? And it's not necessary to go to the point of gasping or pressure that's uncomfortable. Just draw the breath in and linger in that abundance. See if you can connect with the fullness of that spanda pulsation in the universe. I'm going to do this 3 times. So before you get to that point of uncomfortableness that might result in a gasping or a click in the throat, relax and begin again. Maybe you've done 3, in which case just breathe easily. I've got 1 more. Just consider for a moment, in that expansion, in that effort to be big and full, was there any perhaps clenching, any strain, any sense of rightness? We're just going to ebb and flow, right? One end of the spectrum is not more right than the other end. So now we're going to go into the emptiness. And this time, as you get to the bottom of the breath, you might literally fold over, give yourself a little extra effort to empty out the breath, and then linger in the emptiness. Chances are this hold is going to be shorter than the full hold, right? But can you linger in that emptiness in order to connect a little more deeply with that sense of your condensation, your sense of power, and your sense of concentration? Right? This is my 3rd and final round. Take your time. And then come back to some easy breaths in and out. You vocalize a sigh. What do you notice here? What's your relationship with prana, with energy, with the universe? Do you feel a little more connected, a little more supported, a little more powerful, perhaps? Whatever it is you feel, let that be the start of your inquiry as opposed to the conclusion of fact. Let your hands come to rest together and take another breath in. Let it out with a sigh. May you breathe deeply, move freely, labor lovingly, and live vibrantly. May you be well. Namaste. Thank you so much for breathing with me, breathing for the universe. Any questions, comments, observations?
I've missed this so much. That was so awesome.
Oh,
That's
good.
good. It's really good.